Control the board. Time wizard down. And then, boom, 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 boom. Meaning that the stun's going, so boom, 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 boom. So the fact that now, I mean, this is done, right? This is done. It's done. It's over, Anakin. I have the Leviathan. Hello, everyone. Gomez here for the LAN Up channel again. Another deck for today. This one is a nice little deck involving Malphite working with Swain. Let's get into this. So the deck is called Rocking Arena. I really wanted to make a deck of Malphite working with the Noxkraya Arena just because because he works off of landmarks, but also he's a big static unit, which therefore means that just him continuously hitting hit. He's got tough as well, so he can just take a number of hits, and it just felt like a really funny use of this idea. Now, I'm not saying this is the perfect way of running this deck. There is definitely a number of changes that can be made. You could put in 1 or 2 guillotines, wouldn't be a bad a decision for this, or even Scorched Earth, would be a nice little add-on into this deck. It's just that I couldn't decide what I wanted to cut, and I'm going to give you guys the deck that was in the video. So this is what you're going to be seeing here. So what we're working with here is obviously Ravenous Flock. We are using this. Now, the Snapper is a really good turn 1, because even if it gets blocked, it turns into a 5 attack unit, which therefore means it's helping us get towards our Whispered Words in terms of doing that damage. So that's the reason why I do love having a Snapper in this deck. Blue Sentinel, it's helping us towards our landmark as well as being nice defense. Throwing this in here as well just to get a little bit of damage, especially if you're against a Blade deck. This is just taking some damage, but also helping Swain level up. And we do actually have some Death Lotuses as well to help us against those Blades, as well as potentially just getting more damage in for Swain slash we can put this onto the Disciple to get a little bit more damage. Demolition is working for Swain. A couple of Glory Seekers just to grab. We want to grab from our opponent, as well as that's 5 damage hitting towards that Reputation. Spiral Stairs. Yeah, again, not only is this helping Malphite, in terms of the fact that obviously we're getting this, not only is it helping Malphite with the fact this is a landmark, but there's also the chance that you could put that Overwhelm, number 1, onto Malphite himself, so he's going to be a big-ass unit with Overwhelm, but also the potential of putting that onto Swain, which means that Swain has got Overwhelm and increased stats, and him smashing in, especially if he's leveled up, just doing that additional damage. What's important to remember is that the Noxkraya Arena actually counts towards Swain because it's non-combat damage. It's 2 things striking each other at the end of the turn. So actually the damage which goes in from the arena actually is helping out Swain as well, which is why I like it. We're also obviously running the other landmark because it helps Malphite out so much, as well as the fact that it's got stuns, meaning that the Ravenous Flocks can get more. If we've got multiple copies of Swain in the hand and ones on the board, more flocks just to help with those stuns which are coming off of here, as well as obviously leveling up Malphite. And then we've got the Leviathan just for the continuous stuns at the end, and that's what we're working towards here. A couple of bloody businesses to work off of these 5 attack units, as well as another Guile in there coming off of the 4 of the rows. But there are other ways that you can build this. There are definitely ways where you said you could throw in a couple of guillotines, you could throw in Scorched Earth, you could potentially throw in a couple of Death's Hands, so that once Swain levels, you've got more ways of hitting the enemy Nexus so that you can stun things. But this is the deck, as I said, that you're going to be seeing. It's not optimized, but this is it. If you want to take it and run with it and make any changes, let me know what you do. So yet again, in the comment section down below, if you use this deck and make any changes, let me know how it goes for you, / what changes you would make. There's also the Discord link down below if you want to get. So actually let's just do shameless plug time. Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. I don't know, if you want to catch me on Twitch, all the games that you're going to be seeing were streamed as well. So Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. There's also the Discord link down below if you want to get in there, start talking a couple of things in terms of ideas and whatnot. As I said, this weekend you could get yourself in to potentially win some of these Twisted Fate cards, so why not consider joining the tournament? Details, please ask me on Discord. It's all about having fun, all about having some good times. Whoever comes up with the memeiest lineup will be getting a special prize, win, lose, or draw. So all these options, why not consider them? And yeah. Also, thank you so much for watching. This channel would be nothing without you guys supporting it with likes, comments, subscribes, all of these things. So thank you so much for that. But without further ado, let's get in and see how this deck does in a couple of matchups. Dragons everywhere, not a drop to drink. I go like this. Noxkraya Arena immediately. I'm going to keep it. You know what? I'm going to keep the Noxkraya Arena. I'll get rid of both of these for the time being. Like, the 2 cards I should have got rid of, I'm going to keep. Just to change it up a little bit. You understand? The 2 cards the 2 cards that I without a doubt should have got rid of, I'm going to keep in my hand. Okay, so we get Glory Seeker. Glory Seeker can actually take, which it can take the Dragon Chow out quite nicely, potentially. So they can go forward and do their 2 damage. They could, like, so single combat is a thing. I'm gonna throw that out as. I'll throw you out as well. We'll throw 2 of them out. Obviously, as I said, I do have issues that could come at me. That's fine. We're to accept that as long as they lost one of them, which is as long as they lost, like, you know, the Dragon Chow, and that admittedly it means they go into the next turn 1 extra point of mana. We've got no defense at this moment in time, but I'm willing to accept the choices that have been made. Oh, the Glory Seekers! All I want is glory! And I do actually have the ability of using Bloody Business right now. Obviously, they could run Sharp Sight, as I said, or Pale Cascade, potentially. But I'm willing to accept trying this to see if this works. So, this is very stupid. I'm willing to wait and see whether or not this works. So yeah, see, that's fine. This would so that damage. So we lost one of our legit Glory Seekers, but it's okay. Swain has still got some benefit from that because it was still out of combat. Go forward. I should have probably waited until they played whatever dragon they were playing, but they might now play them, and then we throw down the Noxkraya Arena. So throw down the Noxkraya Arena. Go get him, Glory Seeker. No one expects the arena! Also, if they do throw in a buff right now, we do actually have the Ravenous Flock, so boom! So we lured them! We lured them into a false sense of security! And then Noxkraya Arena takes them out. If I throw you out, this is the straight up level up on Malphite right now. So I will go with it. At least Malphite is leveled, and then from that, we just start getting like the big rock man just trying to pound and beat the crap out of people. Potential spiral staircase, but we can wait on the spiral staircase from. That is the level up of my big rock man! So now, he's a big ass rock man, he's just going to continuously be hitting in. I should really have some form of heals in this deck to be able to heal him. It's okay. He will level, meaning that we can get these problems out of the way. So, who does not know the name Laron? I'm not going to go with the stun because I actually want them to try to defend here, because then it means that we're going straight into the dragon. Because that's the question right now. They either decide, because then they know that boom, that's going in here, and they still get to keep that dragon. I guess I can witch it. I guess I do have the ability of a Ravenous Flock, but I can wait until next turn because that means we could because bearing in mind this is going to get stuns out. Actually, we couldn't even throw out this anyway because I didn't have the mana. A true Fairly welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. So we're currently running with Malphite. So boom, running Malphite with the Noxkraya Arena. A true Fairly welcome. Thank you so much to all the new followers. So you actually still currently go into Shyvana. I could flock her. That would potentially provoke a Sharp Sight to protect her. Because bear in mind, they can't attack forward with either of these. All that's happening right now is the Noxkraya Arena is laughing about the situation. Obviously, they're getting closer and closer to Aurelian Soul, and the closer they get, the scarier the situation goes, but it's okay. So, throw out the Demolitionist. Bear in mind that Malphite is tough, so he doesn't really give a crap about this damage, but we are doing 2 damage into the enemy Nexus as well. For the glory of Noxkraya! So I can throw, yep, and we can do that again. Let's see that in an instant replay.
If they don't break,
we also have got the ability of using Spiral Staircase, which I will definitely be throwing down this turn as well. I could actually go with the Ravenous Flock so that you will trade. Oh, so. So, we could actually go Spiral Staircase and then Ravenous Flock. Just so that now means that boom, you'll be going into the Screeching Dragon. And we can actually just full on stun everyone next turn as well. With the Unstoppable Force, we stun everyone. This is actually, this actually has worked out really nicely. I enjoy what's happening here. So Unstoppable Force next turn. So doobie-doo, doobie-dee-doobie-dee-doo. Question is, are you going to use your sharp sight right now in order to save her life to then die by this to save your Screeching Dragon? Actually, no, correction. If they use sharp sight, we'd still hit into the Screeching Dragon, but she would live. Yes, word. It's fine. Slowly but surely getting closer and closer to this overwhelm. Not that it matters. So, you do use the sharp sight, which now just means that basically what's happening here is the Screeching Dragon still dies. She lives for an additional round, but the Screeching Dragon does still die. The comedy is, are we actually helping level? We're actually helping level her up with these things, but it's okay. Gonna throw you out.
I'll try anyone once.
And then the plant. So we'll see whether or not they develop, and then we throw this out. Doobie doo, doobity doobity boo. Could even throw down the snapper, but doesn't really matter right now. Concerted strike could come out, by the way. That's another thing to note. So concerted strike could come out to kill our Malphite right now, and then we'd lose all of our cockiness. I mean, I say that. I guess actually we've got a really good... Sharp sight! And then oh, single Woo! I mean, it's a good move. It does mean that I lose this. It does mean that she's near a level up. We'll go for more development, and then just go straight in for an unstoppable force. And then they hopefully... They could obviously play something. They shouldn't be able to hit all of the options, is my point here. Potentially, maybe, one day. We'll find out. So we lose Big Rock Man. Still got an unstoppable force. Still got... Promise on the job! Oh, shit! I'm out to my opponent! Working with Twitch, working with Twisted Fate Zilean. I wonder if this is going to be the NAB version or whether this is going to be one which works a little bit differently. Okay, I'll get rid of one of those. I'm actually going to keep Switch's Spiraling Staircase. It's hoping that I can find Swain in early, because there's very little in that deck that actually runs like free attack, other than they could run the free cost shurima card, but a lot of their cards are under 2, which are like two or less. Bloody Business at least means that like the Fawn of the Rose is a nice move. Fawn of the Rose with Bloody Business to kill Time Wizard. I'm thinking to myself, do I want to throw out Blue Sentinel or do I want to throw out the Crimson Disciple? Crimson Disciple does mean that if they do find their time bombs, or if they do go forward, we're doing that damage. Still, we could block here, but I like the idea of this because it's going to be helping out Swain if they do decide to do anything. The problem with you is that with time bombs, if they get a time bomb, you become less reliable, because obviously then you die immediately next turn. So I'll throw out the Blue Sentinel instead. Tell myself it's all going to be worthwhile in the end, maybe, hopefully. There was no time bomb. I moved too soon. We need to remember that the Malphite's in my hand right now, so I don't mind you losing health. I don't mind you dying to a Twisted Fate red card, or you dying to a time bomb, because then potentially we might be able to get you out. So Noxkraya Arena is also here. Need to be looking at this thinking, could throw you out. Twisted Fate, which means they can't throw out a time bomb, meaning that potentially you with this, but I'm also looking at Spiral Staircase, thinking I could Spiral Staircase. So many options!
Everything.
Okay, at least I've got you with this, so if they do throw down something, that's going to pass. Fine. So I kind of want to Spiral Staircase, but before we Spiral Staircase, we're going to immediately go forward. It's going to be the immediate attack forward, seeing how they operate. The option of potentially removing Time Man. We could also remove Beardy Man. I'm going to remove Time Man. Although you do become an issue. I feel... You know, like you get given the choice between the two. I'll get rid of you, because you can die to the Noxkraya Arena later on down the line because of your stats. It's hard. Like if Twisted Fate levels, it's harder for him to potentially be the lowest. So I'd rather do it this way and know that in the future we potentially can kill Time Man in other ways. I could decide to throw you out, or I'm gonna go throwing out my Spiral Staircase. And then, so I feel like we might even be able to throw down Malphite. Okay, we're going to have a look at this, like, working out mana-wise. That's fine. If anything, that weirdly helps her. Like, that's going to mean that that's doing damage in, meaning that we're helping Swain. So, we help Swain twice. It's okay. That is the level up on top of Time Wizard. We're going to throw Malphite out. Boom! Going to throw Malphite out. It's all good. Time waits for no one but me! Noxkraya Arena potentially means that we could kill Twisted. They don't want to do anything else. We are definitely throwing Noxkraya Arena out. As much as he knows that I could throw this out, Noxkraya Arena comes out next turn. I like the idea of Noxkraya Arena more. They're going for the predict on me. It does mean, so the clock would be the one who dies, but it means that Twisted Fate is starting to get into the firing line of it. Plus the fact that we've got a Leviathan, we've got other options and things that are coming up further on down the line. I will take throwing you down. It's time. It is time to duel. Just because that means now we can start going forward with Malphite. Curse you in your draws. We go for. I wish I could have played you as well, just so I had another unit on this field to play. But okay, I'll do this. Start to get the cost down. So that's basically what's happening here. Is you die and then you die. But I've got multitudes of other problems. Twisted Fate is most likely going to level, which is problematic. But as I said, we will live with the problems. Leviathan could drop next turn. And basically, this is still trade this off. We could even go with throwing this out next turn just to level Malphite. In all honesty, that's another option. But they're stacking the odds. Twisted Fate is definitely going to be level, which means that they're going to be getting the stun out continuously on my Rockman. But they can't stun what goes into the Noxkraya Arena. That's also the level up on top of Swain. They can't stun the Noxkraya Arena stuff going down. That does also mean that we are now a whispered word. So, Twisted does one of his bollocks! So I think I partly actually just throw down the Leviathan at this point. Throw down the Leviathan. Twisted Burn! So that's one copy of Twisted Burn! That's the problem. That's the problem with this, is you've got to be very careful what you've got in that hand, because Time Wizard putting more cards in, you start burning stuff very quickly. And that's the one thing, so that's why you really need quick, fast stuff that you can get out. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We need to make sure, so we can actually throw down Swain and put Overwhelm on top of Swain, which is quite nice. I kind of want to do that. As much as he knows the Leviathan move is a good move, because the Leviathan move is a good move, but this is fleeting and we only get so much to use this. So we'll play the long con. Actually, no, correction, red card could come out. We'll just play Swain. It's okay, people, it's okay. He does become the stun target, is the only thing. So we do need to, because when Malphite levels, there's so many issues which are coming out right now. Maybe we just put the Overwhelm on top of Malphite, so we make Malphite be the stun unit. We lose you, but it's okay, because we're going to be throwing out the Rose, just like we've got defense. It's all a game of chance and hoodafoos. Stun going on top of you. A big part of me is actually just considering just increasing your health stat and attack stat. Might not be the worst case scenario. Like, at least with like increasing that. Like, as much as he wants to put Overwhelm on top of Swain, he's still got. He becomes then the target for the stuns. Can't convince myself that it's worthwhile to put this on top of you. But then as well, you will be the unit which is going into people, because you'll be the highest static unit. So I'm willing to go with this instead. I'm willing to still keep Malphite as being the highest static unit, meaning that he's going into people. He's the one who's got tough. He's got a better way of getting around this. I'll keep my big man. We're going to next turn full spell, man. You're dead. Regardless of the fact he might get stunned a lot, but it's going to be okay. There's a lot of cards. A lot of cards, and now we just throw out. I mean, I'm always good to throw the Leviathan out, right? It's like, do I level Malphite? Or do I just go Sonic? We just throw the Leviathan out at this point. It's getting to that point. It's getting to that point where destination is indeed in sight. We've got a goal going into a ravenous flock to potentially just remove Twisted Fate. It's all good. It's all gravy, baby. As much as he wants to, we've got. This is a Kahir the return deck. I'm not gonna lie, that was not expected. I'd be lying if I said that was what I expected to see from what we just from the deck. Okay, I would be massively lying. So straight up go for a stun. I want to get rid of their Twisted Fate. I could also throw a stun on top of Kahiri as well. But we want to be throwing that ravenous flock in. Throw an additional stun. Oh, that's nice. That's nicely done. Really well played. Ready to accept that fact. Boom. Okay. Throw another stun out on top of Kahiri. Or do we actually want to start... I do want to start removing their stuff, right? So if I throw down... Here's what I need to tell myself here. If I throw this down here, and then throw the Ravenous Flock on top of you, the Noxkraya Arena has been that you're hitting Time Wizard. So that's what I need to tell myself as being the positives. Is that we will hit Time Wizard. Still taking a lot of damage, but as I said,
dead in their tracks.
Dead in their tracks. You say these words, Twisted. I'll show you who's dead in their tracks. I'll show you! We're now entering the part of the game where we don't actually have to go forward anymore. We can just control the ball. Time Wizard down! And then meaning that the stun's going, so so the fact that now, I mean, this is done, right? This is done. It's done. It's over, Anakin! I have the Leviathan! So, I could throw this out to level this, but when you get double Leviathan, you take double Leviathan. I mean, so far, Time Wizard is still the one who's in the fray for this. So, throw out the second Leviathan. Prepare the cargo! As we now just start beating that, we just can start throwing down. This has actually worked out really good right now. Obviously, Kahiri could come down. I can hope. We can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. Because your friends don't dance. And if they don't dance, well, you're going into that man. Kahiri could drop. Time bombs! It's okay. The comment, like, he's been taking this damage. And kind of laughing at the fact that he's been taking this damage because it's only one. It's like, oh, that tickles. little bit of a tickle going into Malphite. Shut up, do this. Time Wizard is going to the graveyard again. It's a lot of draw. It's a lot of draw. I can play the waiting game right now. I've entered the phase of the game where literally I can wait. It's my opponent who can't wait. Obviously, Dreadway, if they play Dreadway in this deck, there is like so much damage they could potentially make. But Time Wizard goes to the graveyard again! Wait, please, I want to live! Yo, what's wrong? I can't see nothing. What do you mean you can't see nothing? Maybe refresh? Funny Boo? Or is anyone else having that difficulty? So yeah, they know it's done. Should have owed to my opponent. They played really well. I do like the idea of that deck. The fact they threw Kahiri in there. Devastating, but okay, of course. I mean, why wouldn't I come up against this? We've got all of our, so we've got our champions. It's whether or not they've got their champions. It's like, Brom is on the job. Hello, Brom. I can also greet you as well. Hey, take this. I see. I mean, this is the perfect mirror match now, when all the plays go exactly the same. No play is different. It's all the same. So I'll take this. I'm starting to level up, my Swain. What about you? Okay. It's okay. We go loosey-goosey. Loosey-goosey. So I could throw... See, the fear of it is I could give them the advantage. Because if I throw this out and go forward... If I throw this out and go forward, and they've got Swain in their hand, if they trade these two off, they get the extra Mana Crystal placement. I've got nothing that gives me fearsome. So I end up on a back foot. So we'll see what goes on. I'll go forward with just these two. As much as we want us to go forward with you because you would help towards my reputation, I also have got to look at this in the fact that if they play Swain, I've got no defense for Swain right now. So I'd rather let this happen. Obviously, stun mechanics, I could play my Swain, but stun mechanics could come out. I could even just play straight down my Noxkraya Arena. Is the Swain the better move, or is the Noxkraya Arena the better move here? Some will win, some will lose. Some are born to sing the blues. They've already used one stun. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. I'm going to regret this right now, because you know for a fact another stun, like another one of these is going to come out, followed by... Actually, I guess Fervor won't get... It'll take 2 Fervors, so they could have 2 Fervors in hand. We'll find out. I'll take the damage. I can take this. It's okay. We immediately go, like, open next turn. The reason why we go open next turn is they could run Pale Cascade, which would allow them to go into Swain, but by forcing them to use Pale Cascade immediately, it means that they're not getting the draw off of it. Also, they could have other stun units, so there is also that to point out. On the plus side, so we are potentially allowing them to play Malphite, though. By doing this, we are potentially allowing them to play Malphite, which is scary. I mean, that's the level up on Malphite as well. I'd be lying if I didn't say that this was squeaky bum time. Like, so I could throw you out, meaning that we could trade here, but then we leave Swain. We leave Swain open. So at least we have a stun. So if they do play Malphite, we can stun their Malphite. That's the one positive about the way that we've decided to do this. It's okay. We can beat the mirror match. We're not. I mean, there's the Malphite. We can stun you, and obviously they can stun us. But boom! Punch to my face. Punch to my face. As the Malphite comes down in a devastating way, but we go, ah! No, Malphite! Silence yourself! Exactly, shut up! Do we take this damage to play you? Which means, so, because obviously, here's the thing, here's the kicker. We could play this forward, meaning that, see, because if we do the damage in via the Noxkraya Arena, Swain could level. That's the catch-22 of the situation. I'm willing to take this 2 damage. I will tell myself it's for the greater good. Because you are going into this, but that... If we would have done that trade anyway, like, it wouldn't have counted. But doing this way means that counts towards his level up. And the potential of the fact that we could obviously Ravenous Flock, so we could actually fully level Swain, is also an option at this moment in time. Admittedly, it doesn't help me out massively, but it gives me options. So, boom. And then this damage goes in here, meaning that we level Swain. Not that we've got much that's going to help me out, but it's nice to know. So, such little hoo-da-foos, as now we get the level up on top of Swain. Obviously, he's immediately going to get stunned, by the way. That's the, like, he immediately gets stunned coming off of this. And then we throw down the big man. Just because at least the big man goes in. They can throw down a Noxkraya Arena too, by the way. The Campbells. They've got so many more cards than me as well. That is the other thing to note, is that they've got so many more cards than me that I'm the one who's in trouble. Significant trouble. So, it's okay. My man gets what he needs. The stun comes in. We can throw you out to get an additional stun out. This is moves and counter moves, Yugi. Moves and counter moves. You've got decisions. You've leveled your Malphite. You've done a magnificent job. Magnificent job. I can't take that away from you. I can hopefully take the victory away from you, maybe. Obviously, we could see a Leviathan drop. They got which are unstoppable false, which means they can stun all this. But I say if we can throw you out, and then they do that, we can still stun their Malphite. Unless, of course, they're running Bastion. They might run Bastion, right? For all we know, Bastion could come out. They stop the stun, and I cry in the corner and weep uncontrollably. That is an issue. Okay. So, because if I throw you out now, sod it. We still do it. Because I can still stun. I can still stun this. They would get free damage in on me. That's the thing with this, right? They'd get the so they'd get the free damage. I could have even considered actually not playing you, letting them play this card, then playing you, and then defending and using the Whirling Death. Actually, I guess Whirling Death wouldn't have killed Pikachu, but it's okay. So we'll take the damage. Boom. So that's mean taking 6 damage. We could go for Whispered Word to see what we'd get. I'm actually going to throw out the Whispered Word as well, just in case, because you never know, right? Bloody Business! Actually, no, we can't use Bloody Business. If we could use Bloody Business, that would have been a devastating move, though, will it? I will just say that. If we could have, Bloody Business would have been a devastating move. Because Bloody Business would have actually meant that we'd be causing significant problems. We go down to 8, so it's an even haul, but I'm starting to get a better board state. Obviously, this might get removed, like, depends on how many lots of Ravenous they've got. Or how much damage they can throw into my core. Because obviously they've got 3 Ravenouses, they could actually take down my Malphite. Oh no, they're going to take down my Swain. Oh no, they're kind of... I mean, Malphite still lives. He does then die to their Swain, but their Swain also dies. So, I'm okay with this. It could be a lot worse. Obviously, it does mean... Actually, correction. My Swain still lives. Actually, no, it doesn't because the damage goes in. Yep, no, actually, they've actually worked that out perfectly. I was not actually putting the level up into this. The level up means that they get this perfectly in on me. It's not looking good. I might as well throw you out just to do some damage in here, but they've actually worked out perfectly. That worked out very nicely for them. Give myself an additional point of mana. Hope. It's amazing how quickly things can turn around for you in this game. One less... If I had one more mana, the ability to play Malphite would have been devastating. Obviously, they can throw down the Leviathan as well. It's something to note. So, Leviathan could drop. Yeah, we are in a tricky situation, Captain. I really wish that I had the mana for bloody business. I should have maybe left you behind. Okay. I can do that, which at least means they lose their Malphite, but yeah, no, we have lost because there is no way I get out of the situation. They have played this very nicely. The free damage coming in, Leviathan could just straight up finish me, as well as Swain. Really well played. GG to my opponent here. They've done this so well. There's literally like nothing I can do that can save my life at this moment because they just immediately go forward. So they have played this mirror match perfectly. It is the Leviathan that it's all about. Shadowbone to my opponent. Honor! Okay, this is going to be a burn deck. I could actually do this trade and then throw down the Ravenous Flock because I will be taking 2 damage. And so it does mean that I'm not getting the 5 attack stat that you could have upon block, but they're not really going to be blocking. They're going to be keeping the Boom Crew rookie back because they know that's guaranteed direct deck because all they're trying to do is burn me down. So there's no point. I might as well let this damage go in and then Ravenous Flock you down so that I know that you're dead. I'm going to wait the turn, obviously, because I want to see what I draw and whether or not I need to put my mana elsewhere. But you die next turn. I can afford to wait and kill you next time on Dragon Ball Z. I mean, okay, I might as well go with the draw. Ooh, some stunning. So, kill you, just so that we're not going into their attack turn and not immediately attacking forward and getting that damage. So, next turn, I need to think, potentially Swain might be a good choice because if they don't end up having anything that can trade with him or like, you know, block him, he just starts doing that increased damage. So another one of these rookies comes out. I can throw down, like, if they either develop or immediately go forward. If they go immediately forward, then we can throw down Thorn of the Rose just to trade. I can accept. Next turn, potential Swain. So that's fine. Throw you down. Actually, yeah, no, we still throw you down. Next turn into potential Swain maneuvers. Because right now, they cannot block. Like, they can't block Swain yet. There's obviously other moves they could do that could mean they can block Swain. But true, Fairly welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. More damage coming in from the Funsmith. It's okay though, I can live with it. I could actually throw down this landmark. It would mean both of those get stunned, and not means they can't attack forward next turn. I could also throw down Swain, and Swain, like, but Swain becomes a slight issue in that, I don't know, I feel like maybe this is the better move here. Because the Funsmith being on the board, I'm weird to accept this, plus the fact that I know that I've got Malphite. I could have gone forward with Swain and started Swain off this way, but I would accept these, knowing that these are going to be stunned, stunning the rookie from being able to go forward, especially when there's a Funsmith on the board, and then boom, going into a flock. Oh, the Funsmiths! I don't actually know. It's actually, I don't know who this is going to... I'm going to go forward, because if I can trade one of them, I'll trade one of them, or just do 5 damage. It's fine. Because literally, this can only stop 2. And right now, actually, it would be... You would definitely be stopped, because you are the weakest. Because you've got the same stats, but you're cheaper, so you're technically still the weakest. So we would stun you, and... It's your move, Yugi! Okay, straight damage... That burn damage straight to core. Straight to core, not screwing around. I wait. But boom, 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 boom. Stuns go in. I feel like I need to kill the Funsmith. The Funsmith is like the little one which if you leave them, but also like literally the Funsmiths start to go insane. Like Rookie I kind of do want to kill, but at the same time I think to myself like the Funsmiths are increasing the continuous amount of damage which is coming at me right now. So I can lessen this Mystic Shot's damage. Convince myself that every little thing is going to be okay. Because every little thing is gonna be alright. Because that's just lessening the damage which is coming off of all of the things that they're currently throwing at me. I've got many other issues that could come, but it's okay. Okay, so Mystic Shot, Mystic Shot. I'm going down to... It's a lot of damage, like, the potential get excited, / there might even be the straight up... What's his face, right? The... why can't I think of names right now? There could even be straight up Aftershock next turn. Gonna be getting stuns. Could do this. I'm just trying to think about how close. So Aftershock, or actually no, they can't have Decimate. I was guessing because they're not running Noxus, so Decimate's not a thing. So I could throw down Malphite, but he wouldn't be leveled. He would just be a stupid amount of damage. We could actually just go immediately forward, get them down to 2. Which then means the potential potentially the Demolitionist could be the finisher. I mean, we're going forward to see what happens, but obviously there are issues which could definitely come out at me. I see. I hope I don't see them. We're gonna go forward and then hope that you will be my finish. But okay, hope will probably very soon turn to despair. I'm sure. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Maybe one day. It's all it takes is two mystic shots, 1 get excited, 1 aftershock. That's fine. At the moment, that's fine. I mean, they're gonna play potentially a Doom Beast, which would be 3 damage, but it is also giving them health.
I can do this.
I'm so glad that wasn't a Doom Beast.
For the Empire.
I'm so glad that wasn't a Doom Beast. Doom Beast would have been the main problem I could have dealt with. Here. I mean, obviously, I said they could still have a get excited. They could still have 2 mystic shots. They could still have... Actually, they wouldn't have 2 mystic shots. They've already used a number of mystic shots. They could have a get excited, though. But the fact we didn't see Aftershock is quite nice. It's all I've got. It's all I've got for hope. My hopes and my dreams. Shadow to my opponent. Shadow, well played. Thank you so much. So that is the Rocking Arena deck. It is a meme deck. I'm not going to delude you into thinking that it's not. But it's a really funny meme deck. And especially when it starts to get going, it can actually start to snowball your opponent. I said, I do feel that's not the optimal list. There's probably things that you could change within that to make it even more better. But as I said, let me know what you would change in the comment section down below. As well as the fact that obviously, as I said, you can catch me on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Because all those games were streamed live. So you want to come catch the action live, please feel free to, as well as the Discord link down below where you can get yourself into the tournament. Oh bloody hell, that's what you're just like throwing these cards away. But get yourself into the tournament to win these Twisted Fate cards, as well as obviously some small cash prizes and whatnot. So why not consider these options, as well as the lovely community that we're just building on that Discord anyway. And thank you so much for the support. Just everyone who watches, comments, subscribes. This channel is nothing without you guys helping me get towards my dreams. So honestly, thank you all so much. I hope you have a great day, evening, night, whatever it is for you. Until next time, bye!
Flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.